So we have our source directory. The root component is app.tsx, and on each of these folder there is some fictional files, fictional component, fictional navigation component, fictional data, fictional screen, and fictional utils. So right now I will try to import this in our app.tsx file. So you can see the fictional component starts with dot slash. So dot slash, it starts with dot slash component dot fictional. So let's do this. So right now it's added. What we want to do is we have to do this thing, at the rate components fictional dot component. This is the expected behavior. This is the target behavior for this video. Now let's go to the tsconfig file. On tsconfig we can do this. So you can see the base URL is source. So as all of the files in the source directory, I have put base URL as src, and I have mapped these components. So when there is a string with at the rate of components, it will just translate it with this string. So right now, if I delete this and again try to import it, you can see we have auto completion with at the rate. So we have auto completion. So it will import it, but it won't work because of the Babel config. We didn't set the Babel config. We have to set the Babel config. Let's go to our notes here. So first we have to install this Babel-plugin-module-resolver. Let's copy paste those. So let's install it. So it's installed. Then we have to put this Babel config, especially this one. So as you can see, this Babel config is just like the tsconfig files. So you can see on Babel config the root is source, same as the tsconfig. On tsconfig the base URL is source, so same as this. And the components we have to directly on here on tsconfig we didn't specify exactly where the component is. But on Babel we have to exactly told that at the rate of components we will exactly point to this folder. Right now we see at the rate of components we will translate to components, but we didn't tell them which folder. On Babel config we have to specify the exact path where these components should point to. So the components should exactly point to source components, and the data should point to source and data. So all of the files under data. So the navigation will exactly point to this thing. So all of the things are the same as this one, but on here you have to exactly specify where it should go. After that, we have to reset the cache. So npx react native reset cache. Okay, so it should work now. So as you can see, we can successfully import this file. Let's close this tsconfig, and if I try to import some other things, so fictional data, that auto completion shows this at the rate of data dot fictional data, and also it also shows here. And again try to this navigation, it's also working. Then screens, then utils. So everything works perfectly. We can see at the rate of components, at the rate of data, at the rate of navigation. So all of the things are working correctly.